Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, let us look at a very practical example, which is applying scientific notation. Let me explain this example here. Let me get this here. In this example, if the Earth is 9.3 times 10 to the power of 7 miles away from the Sun, and if the speed of light is 1.86 times 10 to the power of 5 miles per second, how long does the sunlight take to reach the Earth? So let me explain this with the figure here. Let's say this is the Sun, this is where the Sun is located, and let us say this is where Earth is located. And the distance from Sun to Earth is given to us, the distance here is given to us as 9.3 times 10 to the power of 7 miles. And then he says the problem is telling us that the speed with which the light is traveling, speed of light, is a constant which is equal to 1.86 times 10 to the power of 5 miles per second. And if the speed of light is 1.86 times 10 to the power of 5 miles per second, and if that speed of light is traveling from Sun to Earth, how long does it take for that light, for the sun rays to reach the Earth? So that is the question. So we will break this thing down into these simple steps. We know from physics that speed, the definition of speed is equal to distance divided by time. Distance divided by time. And we want to know, in this particular problem, we want to know how much time does it take for the sun rays to reach Earth. So we'll rewrite this formula in terms of time. If we call speed as s, if we call distance as d, and if we call t as time, we can express time as distance divided by speed, like that. Okay, so we have taken care of the physics part of it, and therefore in step number 2 we're going to write the values down. We want to find the time. We are calling that as t, which is equal to, the distance is given to us, which is 9.3 times 10 to the power of 7 miles, divided by the speed is given to us in terms of 1.86 times 10 to the power of 5 miles per second, and we want to simplify this now. In step number 3 we will simplify this process. And what are we simplifying? We take 9.3 divided by 1.86 times 10 to the power of 7, which is in the numerator, and then we will write the exponent which is in the denominator. When we bring it up to the numerator, the positive exponent becomes a negative exponent, so therefore we can write it in that manner. And since we have miles in the numerator and miles in the denominator, they cancel out, leaving us with seconds. So when we simplify this expression here, that value is going to be the value of time in seconds. So 9.3 divided by 1.86 is going to be equal to 5. This is going to be equal to 5 times 10 to the power of 7 minus 5, which is equal to 2 seconds. So 5 times 10 to the power of 2 is same as 5 times 100, which is equal to 500 seconds. So that is the time which it takes, the time from the sun rays, for the time the sun rays from the sun to reach Earth takes 500 seconds. So we want to know how many minutes this 500 seconds is. We know from everyday situation that 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. So we have 500 seconds. We want to know 500 seconds is equal to how many minutes? So one simple way to do this is as follows: 500 seconds times 1 minute divided by 60 seconds. So when we simplify that, we're going to get the time in terms of minutes now. 500 divided by 60 is going to give us 8.33 recurring. This is in minutes. So the time it takes for sun rays to reach Earth is 8.33 minutes or 500 seconds. Those are exactly the same. 500 seconds time is equal to 500 seconds or 8.33, approximately 8.33 minutes is exactly the same. So this is the amount of time it's going to take the sun rays to reach Earth. So this is a practical problem. The distance from Earth to sun was given to us in terms of scientific notation. The speed with which the light is traveling is given to us in terms of miles per second in scientific notation. And we were able to use simple physics formula to be able to write a relation between speed, time, and distance, and then be able to figure out the time. And therefore we also know from everyday life, when we keep time or when we talk about time, 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour, 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute, and therefore we were able to convert the seconds into minutes. So in my next presentation, we should look at some more examples related to scientific notation.